these committees, right, they will be able to ask questions either on the last budget and then on this current one. They can ask questions on the implementation and what have you, okay, like normal. And therefore, they must have a copy so that if they have any question, they must raise their question based on the available copy of their budget proposal. That's how it's done. So one of them was like, this is not looking right. What is it reading? Sorry, Mr. Police, are you reading the same one that they gave us, or there is another one? And so Wahala started, right? Let me share the first part with you. Between the police IG and the senator or the senators.
Mr. Chairman, Mark Eset is my name from Akwa Ibom State. Okay, point of order, Mr. Chairman. Am I recognized, Mr. Chairman? Thank you very much. I am from Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Chairman, I don't know if I'm the only person, but I doubt. What the IGP is reading is quite different from the document we have. No, sir, we are all here for budget.
Very important, please.
It's very, very important that whatever they are presenting, all members will be acquainted with it. You can't give me a copy after this. It's not the same thing. The details are not here, like the zonal offices he has mentioned. They are not captured here.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Please, Senator, please. Take it easy. It is our decision within the leadership of this committee to allow IG to summarize his presentation.
No, Chairman, we're not in a hurry. We are not in a hurry. We must do the right thing.
We are not in the chamber. You are there to wait for a collective. You have it.
It's not in this copy.
What is written is
a new copy was sent to you. Check and see it. If you just have a copy, ask for the copy.
Yeah.
This is not a big deal. You ask for the copy. The copy is there available.
Chairman,
There is a point of
I'm
order.
still on the floor. I'm still on the floor, Mr. Chairman.
We need the opinion of all the members. Can we allow IG to proceed with what is reading?
No, we don't have
We don't have the copy.
Then I will leave. I will leave the copy.
What are we reading now?
What do you want us to do? We are acting in the head.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Thank you. Deputy Chief Whip. Deputy Chief Whip. Deputy Chief Whip. Deputy Chief Whip. Mr. Chairman.
Point of order, please. Mr. Chairman, distinguished colleagues. We are here to serve Nigerians. And Nigerians should see us as a very serious institution. We are not against the presentation of the IGP, but I, as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, should have what the IGP is reading. Yes. Exactly. Please let me finish. I represent a section of this country. What the IGP is reading is different from what I have. And I'm going to ask questions. Let me finish.
Before you finish, I'm the chair of the list.
You know, like, no, we decided that you should summarize. When did you decide? Because you see that National Assembly, forget about the theater, the old drama. All right? The ones that are screaming, they are not screaming because they want to be responsible to Nigerians. No. What happened is that somehow, they feel slighted and shortchanged. Whatever arrangements that took place between the police IG and this chairman or the leader of that committee, they have been left out of it. And they are not going to agree to that. Because The reason why majority of them are lawmakers is not because they want to go and make laws. They are businessmen. So if you are appointed as member of any committee, you have to kind of milk it, make so much money from it. And the only time they all make money that cannot be traced back to them, is when they are doing budgeting. That is when they usually pad the budget, insert all kind of fake projects into the budget. So if police IG and police commission and the committee that is questioning the budget, if they have had an agreement and some members of the committee are not put in the know, that is like they've missed it this year. And if they don't scream, they will not cash out when the budget is finally approved. So better will scatter everything right now. Don't tell us that you are the one. What do you mean by you have agreed that the police IG should summarize? Summarize, Kenny, what do you mean? Part 2.
I said take a copy. Take that
All that, please. Distinguished senator, please. You are recognized.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, we are here to serve Nigerians. And Nigerians should see us as a very serious institution. We are not against the president of the IGP, but I, as the senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, should have what the IGP is reading. Exactly. Please let me finish. I represent what the IGP is reading is different from what I have. And I'm going to
all that, please, all that, before you finish, I'm the chair, please. Please let us take it easy. It is our decision within the leadership of this committee to allow IG to summarize his presentation. Excuse me. Order, please. Yes. Please, there is a point of order. Excuse me, there is a point of order for the distribution. And we need the opinion of all the members. Can we allow IG to proceed with what is reading? For the House service, please. Please respect the chair, please. Yes, go ahead, please. Yes.
I think we are parliament. We work based on the vision of our house rules and the guiding principles that is guiding the conduct of our activities. We cannot portray to Nigerians by acting on emotion. There was emotion. If the Inspector General of Police is reading an abridged version of his speech, it is born out of our parliamentary procedures through a standing motion, through a motion, through a decision, and members unanimously agree that
the Inspector General of Police should be my speech. We must be recognized to speak. What we are displaying is what Nigerian does not even want. As a member of the House of Representatives, there is a procedure for you to be recognized, to speak, not to be detective unnecessary. That is one. Secondly, Mr. Chairman, the procedures of sitting. He has made presentation regarding to 2024, and it is embedded in the speech circulated to us for those of us that came here on time. What we need to do after his presentation, everybody reserves the constitutional right to ask questions. But at this level that we are jumping upon, it means we are preempting. If you have problem, Senator or House of Reps, that have a personal problem with the Nigerian police, should not be addressed in this matter.
That was between them. No, last, the chairman and of the committees, right? They had their way. The police IG still read what he had to read and he walked away. By the time the budget is finally approved, it would have become loaded, pregnant. From the 48.9 trillion, is coming out at over 50 trillion. So you want to bet it? How many of you want to do a let's cost bet it? You remember that thing that we usually do when we're younger? Say let's convert it. Let's convert it. Now 48.9 trillion Tinubu submitted. Normally, the job of the National Assembly is to now remove irrelevance from the budget, streamline it to what is really reasonable. Remove buying cars, buying computers, the same thing they bought last year, they are buying this year, and they, just inflated prices and all of that. So anybody who wants to cost bet it, no cost bet like this. By the time they will do their approval, the budget will be like 52 trillion or 53 trillion. Watch out. In 2022, it was discovered that after Bukwari submitted the budget to the National Assembly, they inserted 3,617 fake projects into the budget, which estimated to be 1.7 or so trillion naira. In 2023, over 4,000 fake projects was inserted in 2023 budgets, totaling over 2 trillion naira. In 2024, over 5,700 fake projects were inserted in the last year budget, totaling over 6 trillion naira fake projects. It is called padding. Under Bukwari, a Kano lawmaker that exposed budget padding was removed and suspended. You remember him, Jibrin or something from Kano. It was suspended for almost a year for daring to expose budget padding. Last year, 2024, another senator that exposed budget padding was also suspended by Akpabiole for 3 months at least for daring to expose budget padding, running into over 3 trillion naira. The guy was there today. This time around, they were probing and questioning the budget of the Ministry of Housing that never really built any houses per se. But they have billions, hundreds of billions in budgets every year.
Doctor, you are welcome. Mr. President, we have waited for today, and we have waited for this moment. Mr. Chairman, how I wish it's not the State Minister that is in our midst today. How I wish
is the minister. The Ministry of Housing, even though the permanent secretary is new, the state minister is new, thought the only role of the National Assembly is this yearly ritual. Bring the budget, and then nothing happens until next year. And this is exactly what the Ministry of Housing does under the President's leadership. First, I have not seen the components. Today is the budget defense. All that the minister read was the capital component. That is one angle, that's one leg. We have not seen the personnel, we have not heard about the overhead. So what you are bringing today for defense is actually the capital component, and therefore the committee must arrange for you to also bring in the overhead and the personnel, which we found in the course of budget defenses that have been very much abused. I'm not saying it's abuse here. I want you to look at your presentation on page 2. On page 2, Mr. Minister. Summary of capital cost allocation and utilization. On the table, you have 100 billion appropriated. You have amount released, 100 billion. You have utilization, 77 billion. And the percentage of utilization is 77.3%. But the next outstanding application, the outstanding appropriation, you have it at 22.6 billion. No, it's not an outstanding appropriation. It's outstanding utilization. It's utilization. That means in your kitty, you have 22 billion that you have not spent. So I would like you to acknowledge that. Then you open your page 3, and you say 40, status of the renewal of agenda. And Mr. Chairman, by your letting me, renewed home housing estates and cities program in the current transformation development agenda aim at addressing housing needs and social inequality by providing a broad range of affordable house ownership options in Nigeria. And then you go ahead on 401, the aim, status of national housing program. The aim of the national housing program is to provide accessible, affordable housing to the growing population of the country. This effort is an attempt to solve the challenges of housing deficit in the country. A total of 7,522 housing units spread in all 35 states of the Federation and FCT have been under construction, and out of which 3,388 units are completed, while 4,134 units are still ongoing. See details and 6 and 5. This is music to our ears. But these are very strange figures to us. I'm from Bauchi State. I represent Bauchi State. I don't know why you're doing this project. I don't know how. Here I am representing the very good people of Bauchi Central, which is one side of the state. I've been here for close to 1.5 years as a senator. I have no knowledge at all on this renewed hope agenda. Is this renewed hope only to you or to Nigerians? Even as you are not reporting details of what you are doing, are you reporting details to Nigerians? Do Nigerians know about some of these things? Ostensibly, this is supposed to cure deficit and probably bring some political mileage to the administration. I'm not an FCC member, but I thought this program is cardinal, it's important, and that's why the president paid attention to it. But along the line, I'm not sure you're doing justice to him. And I raised this question and asked my colleagues, members of the Senate, whether or not They are aware of the establishment of this ongoing project. They are aware of the completed project. They are aware of the size of this project. So, former Speaker and Minister, you are.
Anyway, let me save you the rest. Okay. So what the guy is practically pointing out is to look at their last year budget, how much they were approved, and how much they spent, and how much is expected to be left. You see, this is the fraud, okay? Normally, when you get budget approval, and then the funds is released, by the end of the year, if you don't finish spending the money, you have to return every kobo left to the national purse. You have to, because the following year, you have a budget that is going to be approved and the money will be released again. But Tinubu and his gang, in that their same Senate house, they extended the operational lifeline of the 2024 budget to June 2025, allowing these ministries to continue, right, to spend the money. So the guy pointed that out. Then he went on to say, oh, you claim that you have a national housing project, which means when you say something is national housing project, that means you are building houses across the country. That is what national housing project means. However, you claim to have completed 3,400 or something houses. But that's what they normally do. If you ask them, you should be more specific. We have built 3,400 houses. And here are where the houses are built. 500 houses in Abuja, 200 houses in so area in Lagos, 400 houses in so area in Jigawa, 200 houses built in so area in Port Harcourt, River State. But they don't do that. They just say, and if you go and check, they will just say, Tinubu National Housing Program, Tinubu has completed 10,000 houses. So where are the houses? Then you discover that they have an housing project in Gusape, Abuja. And when you get there, you barely see 20 houses. But the document will show that they have completed 10,000 houses. Now, you won't see 10,000 houses. But the hundreds of billions of naira that they claim to have spent, gone. That's how they run it. You see, normally, before these guys showed up, if the National Assembly are doing their job, what they would have done, like the media in Nigeria, what they would have done would be to go and check all those projects. It's called oversight, Abi. Go and check all the projects and say, okay, we have sent our people to one of your projects, the one you claim to have completed in Abuja. And there is not even up to 100 houses there. But your document says that you have completed 5,000 houses. Like, what are you talking about? No. So it will now turn to back and forth arguments between them and all that stuff. Just like this mofo in charge of the NNPCL, that criminal, Meleki Yari, the man that was supposed to be in jail, the guy that spent $4.5 billion rehabilitating Nigerian refineries, only for him to come back and say, the working refineries now do not actually refine crude oil. I mean, sorry, does not refine petroleum PMS. The same, and you see the fraud they carried out. This is where I know that Nigeria is irredeemable. And if you want to define a state capture, what APC, what they have done to Nigeria is no other thing than a state capture. Let me explain. When I was growing up, NNPC is considered the parastatal of the government because NNPC, Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation, is an institution that is created by law. And it has one single mandate. And that mandate is to handle Nigeria's oil sector, not just to handle it that way, right? When we say handle it, NNPC is in charge of selling Nigeria crude oil and then remitting the money. You hearing me? Remitting the money